Hey, everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. It's May the 4th. It's Tuesday, and this is Today in Sports Betting. Scott, you a big Star Wars fan?
I've seen a couple of them. I can't say that I'm a huge fan. I know a lot of people in my fraternity were, but they're fun. I'm not a big fantasy movie guy, but yeah, I can understand why people like it.
Yeah, I'm not either. I made myself watch them recently. I watched all 9 in order.
So you
Uh,
made yourself watch all 9 and didn't really like them.
they're okay. They're all the same formula. There's something going on. There's something, and there's something somewhere else. We've got to go get it, and we face obstacles on the way, fight our way through it, have a big battle, and acquire our goal, and then the movie's over.
You forgot the random twist about like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
There are some random twists. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm sure everybody knows all the spoilers by now, but and here's how much of a fan I am not. I enjoyed the last 3 the most, 7, 8, and 9. So, and I know those are the ones all the real fans hated. So
I never got that far.
yeah, okay. So be that as it may, it is Star Wars Day. Tomorrow, of course, will be Cinco de Mayo. Scott, perhaps one of the biggest tragedies of 2020 as far as dates and things that were canceled was going to be Taco Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo.
It's the best.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking is what that is.
Taco Wednesday on Cinco de Mayo doesn't have the same ring to it.
No. Taco Hump Day. So, Scott, we're going to talk a little NBA, as we always do. We're going to start with the TV games, because that's what people are going to be watching, because they're on TV. And then we'll segue into anything that you and I like other than the TV games. Usually, it's a segment where we get to bitch about all the teams that are on TV. But, Scott, tonight, a couple of interesting matchups. First of all, you got your hometown Brooklyn Nets against the Milwaukee Bucks. 6:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central start time there in Beer City, up in your old stomping grounds when you went to college, Scott. Bucks are a hometown favorite of 2. And the total in this one, Scott, have you seen it? Do you know what it is?
Was it like 241?
241.5. Yeah, very good. So jump right in, my friend. What do you like here?
Well, it's a bit of deja vu because these teams played on Sunday. And the question that you have is that the Bucks ended up sneaking it out. Nets were up a decent amount early. Then the game was pretty much close throughout. Durant had 42. Giannis had 49. So my question is, based on those 2 performances, can you really read much into anything? Because
I think you have 2 teams that are pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. But the point is that you can make an argument saying, well, yeah, Giannis did all this and all that. But Giannis had 49 and Milwaukee still barely won the game. But then again, Durant also had 42. So I think it really depends on if you think either defense are going to stop either superstar. I'll tell you right now, the Nets are not stopping Giannis. That's just not happening. Giannis is such an awful matchup for the Nets.
Right.
And he scored 35 points against DeAndre Jordan. Then they threw Griffin on him late in the game. And, of course, Giannis is bigger and stronger than Griffin, so that was a waste of time. I don't know what the Nets are supposed to do with Giannis. I have no idea. Do you?
No, and I think I think a lot of teams ask that very same question.
I'm just saying the Nets in particular, because they have Jordan, who's supposed to be the big body guy, but Giannis made a bunch of jump shots in the game on Sunday, and even when he wasn't, he's just faster than everybody. And I just think that, don't get me wrong, the Nets can still win this game because you still have Durant and Kyrie was pretty quiet. So even if Durant goes for 30 instead of 40, you can still have Kyrie who can go for more than 20. So they got more options there. But I just can't get over the fact that Giannis can do whatever he wants whenever he's on the court. I think that's a problem.
It could very well be a problem. Scott, here's the deal. When it comes to handicapping games, a lot of times you and I, we spend a lot of time doing this. We have reams of data and stats and trends and things that we go through to try to make sense of it. And the further into the season, the bigger body work you get, the larger the sample size. And we can usually make pretty good educated guesses when picks that we feel confident with and we stand behind. However, in a game like this, they played back in January, Scott. Brooklyn wins by 2. They played again, like you said, on Sunday. Milwaukee wins by 3. These are 2 fantastic teams that are going to be banging heads. They're going to be mostly healthy except for Harden being out.
Probably for a 7-game series, because I'm assuming Philly's remaining schedule means it's going to be the number 1 seed in the East.
Yeah, and anybody that you see them on any kind of a video where they're giving you a pick and they say, I know exactly what's going to happen in this game. I got a stone cold lock for this game. They're full of shit. Okay.
This game should be close throughout.
Right. It's going to be one of those games, and it's most likely going to hinge on 3 or 4 critical plays down the stretch. We don't know how they're going to go. That's the thing. So am I going to, will I make a guess here? Sure. Give me the team with the best player on the court as a home team and to be able to do the same thing that they did on Sunday. Give me the Bucks.
Well, my question for you is, since these teams just played each other, don't you think there's value on the under? Because they just saw each other. They should at least have some type of defensive game plan. And the last game they played, which was on Sunday, landed at 231. Why is this total 241?
Well, because that game went off at 244.
Yeah.
So they figure they're dropping it. They're dropping it basically 1%. They're dropping it 2.5 points. They figure that's enough.
I think the total's still way too high. I like the under.
I agree. I think these two teams, again, 2 physical teams, or 1.5 physical teams. Yeah, I think the game on Sunday took its toll. I'll take the under. I do feel much better about the under than I do about trying to just guess a side and tell it and say it confidently.
I'll tell you right now, though, if you have the under, don't watch the game. It's going to be a painful watching experience for about 2.5 hours.
Because there's going to be some runs.
You're going to see runs, and you're going to see a lot of points. And anytime you see Durant lining up a jump shot, you're going to be terrified. And there's going to be a lot of those.
Yeah, you're going to see a run or two of 20 points in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't panic because 240 is a lot of points. And that's my hot take for the day, Scott. That's 60 a quarter, by the way.
Yeah. So once again, you just need one lower scoring quarter. You didn't get in the Washington game yesterday.
Yep.
But the same idea, and they just played each other. So I think that usually bodes well for the under in the immediate rematch.
It's also one of those things you find yourself. Here's the deal, Scott. If you have a good 5-minute stretch, score a bunch of points, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a lock for the over.
No.
But if you have a 5 or 6 minute stretch where they don't put up many points, where you're putting up 10 points in 6 minutes, you're done.
Plus, you also have the fourth quarter where every game goes from track meet to slow crawl for about the last 6 minutes, and the pace goes right out the window.
Yeah, by the way, the NBA is different than college ball. Or college ball, they average much more in the second half. NBA is the opposite. They average more in the first half than they do in the second half. So part of it is because they accept reality better, Scott. Is that a good way to put it?
I guess. That's definitely one way to put it.
They're not fouling down 9 with 30 seconds left.
Unless you're Toronto. But, yeah, looking at just one question there. I'm not sure if it's selective recall or not. Is it true that an immediate rematch usually bodes well for the under? That's what I feel like conceptually.
I don't have the stats in front of me.
I don't either, but I feel like that's correct.
Yes, I feel like that's correct. And, but I have also learned, number one, as I get older, my memory becomes more faulty. And number two, you often fall victim to selective recall when it comes to handicapping. You're young, your brain is still pliable, untouched by years of drugs and bourbon. For the most part, I would trust your memory better. So if you say that's the case, that's 100%. I'm locking it up. I'm betting the under.
I don't even know how to research stats on that. That's the problem. Like, I don't know what to even search up.
I've got a database that with a little bit of time I could probably find it, but you can't spring it on me in the middle of the broadcast.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just assuming conceptually they'll come up with some game plan.
All right. Yes. So, yes, be that as it may, whether that's true or not, in this spot, I like the under. I think that 241.5 is a little bit too high.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the late game, shall we, Scott? This is going to be your Toronto Raptors, the Tampa Raptors this year against the Los Angeles Clippers. They're at the Staples Center, Los Angeles. Currently, what do we got? 9-point favorites, 221.5.
Are the Clippers actually healthy for once?
The total? Well, let's spin the big injury wheel here, shall we, Scott? It looks like the Clippers are absolutely healthy. I mean, they're healthy-ish, missing Amir Coffey, but if you can get past that, yeah, I think you'll be okay.
I'm more of a tea guy.
You drink coffee?
Not really.
Yeah, I've never consumed an entire cup of coffee in my life.
I don't know if that's something to brag about or not, but nice.
It's just a thing.
I like my coffee a bit Irish.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hold the coffee.
Mhm.
I'm good. So yeah, Anunoby's doubtful. Trent's doubtful for the Raptors, but it looks like their main cats are going to be good as well. So
I feel like it's Clippers or past, isn't it?
tough to take Toronto in this spot. It really is.
Really?
No, I said it's tough to take
Oh,
Toronto.
tough. Okay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no, this is a Clippers team that's really been playing well lately. I've been impressed. Obviously, they're a team that obviously listens to the show because you were down on them quite a bit. Now, the immediate pass has not been good. They haven't had a good week, Scott. Dropping that game to New Orleans, to Phoenix, and to Denver. So they've lost 3 straight. They failed to cover against Houston. Having said that, I just don't know how you play this Toronto team, even though they beat the Lakers last time out. 9 seems like a lot, Scott. I might be talking myself into it here.
Well, I mean, you can do what you got to do, but just looking at this actual spot here, I know Toronto beat the Lakers, but Siakam at 39 and Lowry at 37. I mean, that's just not sustainable.
You don't think?
A small part of me thinks that's not sustainable.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna completely pass here.
I don't even know what really Toronto's doing though, because they're winning some games. They're still technically in the hunt, but they're half benching their players. I don't really know what the motivation is for this team.
I do know that the Clippers' defense has played decent lately, but the offense has kind of failed them.
So you like the under?
Yeah, I think the under is going to be the play for me there.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you.
As far as the side goes, I'm Toronto or pass, but it's pass with a capital P for me.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, now I get to we'll do a little free form. What else gets you excited here? I know you had talked about the Miami game, about this Golden State team playing a back-to-back, how good they were yesterday. Anything in there get you going?
Well,
Time to fade Oklahoma City.
I wanted to so badly, but Sacramento, of course, has no Halliburton. Barnes is most likely not going to play either. They're missing a bunch of guys. Oklahoma City, even though this team is awful, when they're actually at full strength, they can occasionally cover a spread, which is one of the biggest compliments I'll give the Thunder all year long. But I really don't want to take Sacramento there. I thought about it. Don't get me wrong. If you take Sacramento, I'm not going to blame you, because anytime you see Oklahoma City with a single-digit spread next to their name, you automatically got to consider it. But I'm really interested in the Charlotte-Detroit game. I really like Charlotte, but there's no lineup, so I can't give out a line. But I really like Charlotte to kill that team tomorrow. And other than that, you got Suns-Cleveland. Suns are laying 13. They killed both of us in that matchup against the Thunder. But Cleveland has completely just
checked out.
I can't even say they've waved the white flag, because that was a couple of weeks ago. This is just I don't even know what – I'm trying to think of the right example. It's like the bring out your dead guy from
Monty Python.
Monty Python. Yeah, it's like bring out your dead. It's like, no, I'm still alive. Like, that's like the entire roster, where it's just like, no, you can technically play, but no, you're not good enough for people to actually care.
We talked about this off the air. I don't know that I've talked about it much on the air. I've shared it with my premium players, but I had a line, Kevin Love last week, 22 minutes, 0 points on 0 shots, 1 assist, 10 rebounds. I don't even know how you do that.
I think he's just going through the motions.
Yeah, he's not going through the shooting motion, and then the next night he has 25.
That's the thing, is that Sexton's missed some games, then Garland didn't play one of those other games. I don't even know if Cleveland's tanking or they're just that bad and they're trying to camouflage it as tanking.
Right.
Really could go either way.
Everybody thinks we're tanking.
Point is that if I'm going to play it, I got to go with Phoenix. So the 1 seed in the West, Cleveland's awful.
Phoenix are pass for me. I just, it's – and if we wouldn't have gotten burned the other night in the last 3.5 minutes, I'd be all over this.
If Phoenix had beaten Oklahoma City handily like they were on pace to do, this would have been my play of the day.
That's what I'm saying. And here's the deal, because you hear handicap is like playing cornerback. You got to have a short memory.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really easy to say when you didn't have everything extended on Phoenix covering a big number. have them up a big number with 3.5 minutes left, and then just have them shit the bed down the stretch. So,
Yeah.
to me, yeah, I would be tempted with Phoenix, but it's going to be a pass for me.
Yep. Feel the same way.
All right. As always, if you're looking for more information about these games or any other games, of course, make sure you stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com. It's the numero uno, number one site in the world for predictive sports analysis. Each day, people from over 150 countries stop by and check out Winners and Whiners. You should too if you live in a country, because you should go there. Full of the game previews and predictions every single day, every game in North America. The best part, Scott, it is always free, 100% without cost. So make sure you stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com. And for myself, for Scott Reichel, for all of us over at Winners and Whiners, appreciate you guys stopping by today. We do wish you nothing but the best. Hope every one of those tickets in your pocket magically turns into cash money when you head back to the window. All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you right around the corner on the baseball version of Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.